be narrowed down to 12 jurors who will determine whether Hunter Biden is guilty of 3 federal gun charges. Federal prosecutors say Hunter lied about his drug use on a form to buy a gun in October 2018, a gun that he kept for 11 days.
Fox's Manuel Rivera, he's the first child of a sitting president to be prosecuted. President Biden on the move.
President Biden will be in Greenwich, Connecticut this evening for an exclusive fundraiser with local politicians and business leaders. Access to the sold-out event reportedly costs $3,300 per person.
Fox's Jackie Ibanez. Mexico elects its first female president. Claudia Sheinbaum takes over October 1st, succeeding Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97. WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Horse hockey. It's Monday. Good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
Good morning. I'm Lee Barrows.
And I'm Kelly Mapp. She'll be here in just a minute. She got schooled this morning.
School buses.
Yeah, school bus this morning.
Yes.
So how was your weekend? I know you were busy.
It was a good weekend. Enjoyed my first home game watching the Ospreys.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, fun time, but
It was
not a great
time.
score, except for the
No,
other
they
side.
lost, and they also lost their game yesterday. It was a makeup game that they also played. I did not go yesterday. I will admit it.
I'm worn out.
I was worn out from the weekend, but the game Saturday night, beautiful place.
Great weather.
Great weather. Oh, it got cold.
Yeah.
Sister said she's wearing long sleeves. I said, "You're gonna be hot." She goes, "No, I brought a hoodie too." She said, "You really need to bring a sweater." No, I'll be fine. I checked the weather.
When the sun goes down, things suddenly change.
Oh, it was before the sun went down.
was it?
That cool wind came in.
Oh, the wind. Yeah, there was some wind Saturday.
It was cold. I learned my lesson. But other than that, we had a hot dog and a Pepsi, and it was fun. And it was good. So many happy people. We sat with a group that I knew the people, and they were so funny. They were a lot of entertainment.
Yeah, sometimes at live events like that, including concerts.
Yes.
Just watching other people can be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, we had the best time. And shout out to the Patinos. Excellent job.
Yay.
And I'm sure there'll be more things added as we go along. But
And I'm sure they had some little things that they will fine tune. So, things happen.
Your first night like that, there's always believe me, I have a friend that has a business, and it's always a learning experience. And then you learn, and then you fix, and then you change. But I think the evening went well. It was a beautiful night. A lot of people there. We saw a lot of people. A lot of our electeds came out, and we're just out there with their ball caps on, enjoying the game. Our mayor threw out the first pitch. He did a good job.
Did he do okay?
Yeah.
Did he get it all the way to the plate?
Oh, I couldn't quite see where it landed from where I was sitting, but
Did he throw it from the mound, or did he walk forward?
I did a little. He was near the mound. He did a great job. He really did. And
I'm sure he did. He's a fit mayor.
I'm just so happy. Yes, I see him walking all the time. I'm just so happy that we have this now. Yeah. We have this, and I urge the community to support this because they're ours. We have a team. Look, we have Ospreys now.
Yes.
Jacksonville has.
They belong to us.
They belong to us. So get out and support them, and get out and go to the games. And
we had to support our grandbaby.
Yes.
Yeah,
I understand.
She had a graduation party, and so we went there. And we had hot dogs too. Did
you have them on the grill?
Oh yeah.
I like mine kind of burnt.
These were.
Oh yeah.
And a little charred in a couple of places, and then I was amazed, surprised, and pleased.
Yes.
What was my favorite toppings for hot dogs?
Relish and mustard.
No.
I like mustard.
No.
Sometimes I change it up. Sometimes I'll add chili and onions because I love that. Don't ever add ketchup with your chili because chili's got ketchup in it.
Yeah, it does. Well, I had chili and cheese. They had a little small crock pot full of chili, crock pot with chili in it, and one with cheese in it. So I was
should've
able to
just
do
dropped
that.
by and grabbed a
Yeah,
hot dog
you
and kept
could.
on going.
Well, I had a
I
couple of them left
love-
over from that. They brought some over yesterday. So now then I didn't have the chili and the cheese,
Right.
but I did have some Paul's Place relish. If you've never been to that area, do you know what
No.
Paul's Place is?
No.
Okay. It's just outside Wilmington near Castle Hayne. And it's a little place there. They advertise it as world famous hot dogs. And they are. They're known all over the world.
Oh.
And hot dogs are good, but they're relish. And sometimes you can find it in local grocery stores. They will have it marketed there as well.
Right.
So, and it's great. I put that on top of just the 2 hot dogs. Didn't have any bread. I didn't need to disguise them with bread. And Robbie had made some potato salad Saturday night,
Ooh.
which I just had a bowl of.
Is there
before you got here.
leftovers?
Yeah, I just
Hmm.
had some this morning.
Oh, that sounds good.
'Cause-
Nothing better than a
'cause
cold bowl, cold potato
That's what I
salad for
had.
breakfast.
That's what I had. So anyway,
Well, chili. Now, you know what? After I had a taste last year of the chili we had at the downtown
yeah.
Court Street reunion,
Yep.
there's no chili can touch that.
mine can.
I wish I had a recipe,
I don't have recipes.
but you make your own chili.
Oh yeah, with a little help from Robbie on the hot dog chili.
All right. Next time you make some, save a little
All right,
bag of
I'll
it.
do it.
Something.
Okay.
We'll try it.
Kelly has arrived.
I'm here.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys dressing well. That's kind of pinkish, sort of
Pink?
in that
We
general
think alike.
direction.
Yeah.
Well, black goes with pink, right?
Yeah, we
It
end
does.
up
I'm
doing
wearing
that a
black
lot
pants.
if
Yeah.
anybody's ever, especially on Friday.
Mhm.
We
got
both wear red.
Yeah.
We all three wear
Yeah.
red.
Yeah.
Just seeing if you're paying attention.
That's the Red Brigade.
It's the Red Brigade.
Okay. So, anyways, unfortunate weekend in some respects.
Yes.
Here in Jacksonville,
Very sad.
police here are investigating the death of an unidentified, as yet 15-year-old girl. I'm sure she's been identified, but we don't know who it is officially, and we don't go there. She was pulled from a swimming pool at the Holiday City Community Homes on Corbin Avenue Saturday afternoon when police and Jacksonville Fire Rescue folks got there. Bystanders were performing CPR on the victim. EMS workers took over, but the victim was pronounced dead a short time later. The medical examiner's office is assisting with that investigation to determine the cause of death and anything else that they can come up with. Police are requesting anyone with information to contact the police department at 910-455-4000. You can also call Crime Stoppers anonymously at 910-938-3273. Again, that number is 910-938-3273. If you don't get that number throughout the show this morning, call us. We'll give it to you again. And, I read speculation, had to offset some of it on our Facebook page.
Mhm.
I do not know anything else other than what I just told you. Police have not given me anything else. And the people who post stuff on social media are not reliable. Case in point, 2 weeks ago, Swansboro. According to the social media citizen journalist, which that should never be used, those two words together in any sentence, but that's what they tend to call themselves. Also, gossip mongers had a 17-year-old high school student struck and killed by a tractor trailer rig. Well, it wasn't killed, and it wasn't 17, and it wasn't a student. It was a 39-year-old man.
That's right. That's right. So many
So
different stories.
we don't do that. And we're not going to do that. I don't care how many of you try to post it on our site. I will delete them every time.
Well, it's like I was telling you earlier that I found out that last week there was social media stuff posted that the middle school near where I live was on lockdown, and somebody said it was an active shooter. And I'm like, I think we would have heard about that. And then somebody else said that it was a carjacking in the area at gunpoint. I've still not heard anything about that. So I don't know. I don't know if the school was even locked down.
I don't know either. And, if it was, it was. And they take actions when they hear something. Or here's what can happen. A school resource officer who has a radio can hear a situation that is in the area about somebody doing whatever. And they may just say, okay, we'll lock the school down for a bit of time. Okay. They can do that. It's good that they got school resources officers there. And they're not, that way they're not relying on garbage media. And I'm not talking about the news media. I'm talking about the other garbage. So anyway, that's
Well, we all
that's-
know social media is a cesspool. I mean, it's great that you have, you can connect with friends, and
That's what it's
you
called,
know,
social.
that's right. And this one's child is getting married, just graduated,
Good
getting
for
married,
you.
having a
Love
baby.
it.
That
Put
means
some pictures out there. That's what
Yeah.
social media was meant to be.
that's right.
Not campaigning, not political BS.
Get that.
Yeah. Bologna sandwiches. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said BS. Everybody knows what that means. You know what bologna sandwiches are?
They're good.
Yeah.
What?
What do they start with?
B?
And
Okay. Yep.
that's so that we can get it by the FCC without
I
getting
understand. Yep.
blasted. Geronimo. That might have been what all of those men who, no mention of any women, by the way, in news reports, screamed as they jumped out of World War II era C-47 planes landing at Normandy yesterday, as did hundreds and hundreds of young Allied combat fighters did on the 2nd of June, 80 years earlier. Scores of World War II veterans, dwindling unfortunately in their numbers every year, along with thousands of spectators from around the world, gathered to mark the anniversary that was part of the end of Adolf Hitler and the reign of terror over much of Europe that lasted more than 10 years. Most of the veterans there were in their upper 90s, some older. The youngest was 96. The youngest veteran gathered there was 96 years of age from
Wow.
World War II.
Right.
The oldest, 107.
Wow.
Wow.
And they were jumping?
No. They were just there.
I was going to
They-
say, give them
no.
another medal.
No, you break things when you land, when you get to be
Wow.
that old, like brittle.
See, I
From-
wasn't
Me too.
listening like I should have been.
Not sure if you guys have the movie The Longest Day. Have you? Y'all were
think-
too young to probably, well, Kelly wasn't born, but you're too young to probably have remembered seeing it at the theaters.
I know. I did not see it at the theater.
I saw it as a kid.
I'm not familiar with it, but
Okay.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I've seen it several times. And the Wilmington Star News, not long after the movie was seen on the big screen in the 1960s, ran a story about a Wilmington man, a man that my parents actually remembered meeting in the early 1950s, who was portrayed by the actor Red Buttons. I don't remember his name, but the paratrooper chute got caught on a church steeple. That was in the movie. That was one of the scenes in the movie.
Wow.
The man from Wilmington, he tried to remain perfectly still, pretending to be dead. At least in the movie, Germans opened fire, hitting him in his foot. He still did not move. World War II, at least in Europe, was coming in. Of course, there was still the issue with Japan and the Pacific theater that would drag on until 1945. At the end of World War II, more than 300,000 American men and women were dead as the result of combat actions. Give that little pause.
Mm-hmm.
300,000. That's more men, women, and children than live in all county today.
That's about what we have coming over through the border every day.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
That's.
An exchange of gunfire in a bar in suburban Pittsburgh over the weekend left 2 people dead, 7 others injured. Allegheny County Police said the early morning Sunday shooting occurred at the Bowders Hookah Lounge Cigar Bar in Penn Hills. First responders discovered the bodies of an adult male and an adult female inside the bar about 3 a.m. Sunday. 7 additional victims were reported, some transported from the scene, others showing up at hospitals. One of the victims was in critical condition, while the others had injuries that were not life-threatening. That's not the only story of it crazy. In Ohio, 1 person dead, 26 others wounded, like 76 people injured total, including the one who was killed. The Akron Police Department said the shooting happened shortly after midnight Sunday morning during a street party. People were dancing on tops of cars when gunfire rang out. The dead man was a 27-year-old guy. Police found a lot of spent cartridge casings and a discarded gun. They did not describe the gun, and it's not known if it was connected to the shooting. In situations like that, a lot of people will drop whatever they're carrying so they don't get caught with
Oh,
it.
sure. Drop it, throw it.
Meanwhile, in the Windy City, In the 7 days ending on Sunday, 17 people were killed. In 1 week, 17 people were killed. 16 of them were shot. 58 others were wounded. To date, as of Saturday, Chicago has recorded 186 fatal shootings. 873 people were wounded. Back to 2023, that whole year, there were 627 homicides in the city. Barely 23% of those murders have been solved. I want to do that again. 627 murders in Chicago in 2023. Only 23% have been solved. 7 of the homicides in Chicago for 2023 remain unsolved. How would you like to be the families of those individuals?
It's hard.
Of all the murders this year so far, 171 of the victims in Chicago were black. 26 of the assailants were black. There have been 41 Hispanics killed so far. There were 41 Hispanics killed in 2023. 4 of the assailants were Hispanic. There were 5 white people killed in all of 2023 in Chicago. None of the assailants were white. Chicago has a problem, a much greater problem per capita than most any other city in the U.S. And for the life of me, would y'all try to explain it to me? Why police have such a pitiful arrest record for murder? Only 23 out of every 100 murders is solved for 2023.
Maybe funding? They don't have enough, maybe?
No. In interviews with the media, cops have candidly said that witnesses will not give them information. That happens. Some even admit that police are hesitant to respond to shootings until they get a lot of backup in those high-risk neighborhoods. Southside is one of them. The Southside's not the only one. I looked at the breakout. A lot of areas of Chicago now, that meanness has spread, and the killings are on the increase.
I'll tell you what, Durham's starting to get bad every weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Even during the week, shootings.
Durham has had
They've had
track record of having all sorts of meanness in that area. Kinston, Rocky Mount, Greenville. I mean,
Yes.
no, here in eastern North Carolina, look
Now,
at that.
Robinson County had a murder over the weekend, a homicide too.
Robinson County has had murders on a regular basis.
They just went on that police show on Friday and Saturday nights.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
On Patrol Live. They're now on out, and I actually got to watch some of that over the weekend with them on there. Yeah. They got this one dude, and I'm gonna tell you, he's a big dude.
Got a couple of guys, I'm going to call them, they're from eastern North Carolina. I'm going to call them scumbags.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Only because the FCC frowns on calling these 2 guys exactly what they are. Back last November, after a tip to the North Carolina Wildlife Enforcement Division, game wardens conducted an investigation that resulted in the arrest of 2 men for a crime called spotlighting. Y'all know what that is?
Yes,
You
I
do.
do.
Kelly, you know what
Yes.
spotlighting is?
When you shine a light on like a deer to
And take a shot at it.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's what the scumbags were doing. Most often that happens alongside the highway at nighttime, of course.
I know this. Oh,
The tip
yes.
came from 1 or more individuals who received photos, bragging rights from the 2 men who bragged about shooting and killing a total of
17, something like that.
15 deer one
15?
night. One night.
What a bunch of idiots.
And they posed with pictures of these mostly antlerless deer.
Didn't they
Does.
leave them there too?
No.
They
No.
took 'em?
No. The deer were taken to a home where they were processed.
Oh,
Wildlife investigators found 4 coolers filled with the packaged venison.
poor Bambi.
As low life as this crime is, the punishment is sickening.
Mm.
Dylan Scott of New Hanover County and Nicholas Rackley of Duplin County were found guilty on all 15 counts of unlawfully killing the deer at night with the use and aid of an artificial light. Each of the scumbags was ordered to pay $9,030. That's the value that the state puts on replacing the 15 deer. In other words, it's called restitution. Scott was fined $1,500. His hunting license will be revoked for 10 years, and he will receive 5 years
Ooh.
of supervised probation.
Wow.
Rackley was ordered to pay $750, and his hunting license will be revoked for 5 years. Excuse the crap out of me. Their hunting licenses were revoked. They don't care about no license.
No.
I would have charged them $9,000 per deer.
They were hunting illegally.
Hmm.
They didn't need a license. That license didn't do them any good to go out there at nighttime.
Correct.
That's right. Good point.
Hmm.
What about the cost for the investigation and the prosecution? They paid $9,300, $9,030 from each of them for the cost to replace the deer. How much to investigate? How much to prosecute?
Was wildlife going to shorten the deer season now like they did with the flounder?
Probably. They
Can't even
could.
fish flounder this year.
Good thing these guys were not using marine band VHF radios while they were illegally killing deer. A lot of guys do that on deer drives and stuff. Did you know that? They're illegally using marine radios, not CB anymore.
I did not know that.
Yeah, CB's got too much interference. So they go buy these marine radios. Some of them are mounted in their trucks, just not on a boat, but in trucks. The FCC can fine people who violate that law, and they have. They got a bunch of them in Brunswick County a few years ago. $10,000 per day for that offense, using a marine band radio
Oh,
for other purposes.
seriously?
$10,000 per day for that offense, for every day it occurs. Maybe the FCC should prosecute illegal hunting offenses. I've heard from wildlife officers, friends of mine over the years, that judges in any number of counties here in North Carolina, mostly rural counties, don't consider illegal hunting as a serious crime. If you're a hunter, even if you're not, and you hear of such atrocities, please contact the North Carolina Wildlife Division. It's as easy as getting on your phone and sending a text tip to NC Wild Tip. NC Wild Tip from your text on your text phone. NC Wild and TIP.
NC Wild
Tip
Tip.
is turn in poachers. That's what it means.
Do you think that they're spotlighting because they're just terrible shots? Would be the
No,
only
they're
way
just
they can
out there.
shoot a
They're
deer?
meat hunting. They want deer come out and graze along
Yeah,
the
I know,
roadways
yeah.
at night. They don't have
That
to go
used
out
to
there.
be a big thing.
They don't have to sit out there in the woods on a tree stand. They don't have to get a bunch of dogs and run the deer. They drive along the road to see a deer. They get out, they put a spotlight on that deer. They put the rifle over the hood of their car.
So they're doing it the wimpy way.
They're not hunters. They're
Right.
poachers.
Right. The wimpy way. Okay.
Did you say ncwild.tip?
NC Wild Tip.
Okay, gotcha.
Tip. Turn in poachers. You can remember it that way. NC Wild Tip. Legitimate hunters are sportsmen and conservationists. They do not put up this kind of crap. And these idiots, these scumbags, these two idiots sent their pictures around to a whole bunch of their buddies
Mhm.
with them standing among a herd of deer, 15 dead deer, bragging about it. Good for the tipsters.
Dirt bags.
On a good
Okay,
day,
I
they're
got it.
dirtbags. Okie dokie. We're going to do a little bit of weather here. Severe weather tips first. Sponsored by John Stars Electric right here in Jacksonville. They're your Generac generator dealer. With great weather like we've experienced for the last days, it's hard to think about severe weather and how it could create serious problems for us in a week or a month. We just never know. Keep in mind, though, we should know that the first item on the National Weather Service tips about severe weather is to develop a plan of action, detailing specific actions you need to take under different conditions. You can find tips for plans at readync.gov. readync.gov. Scroll down on the left side to near the bottom of that page and click on the box that says Plans. Each family is different in their needs, but there are commonalities for everyone. The basic survival needs are similar. Water for everybody in the household, non-perishable foods. Make sure you never run low on your medications. A secure shelter for your home. The Atlantic hurricane season kicked off on Saturday. Hurricanes generally provide us with a long lead time before impacting this area. Even if a minor tropical storm, a system, threatens our area and no evacuation orders are given, you need to remember that an offshoot of tropical storms and hurricanes is tornadoes. and they can pop up with little to no notice. It's vitally important to have a NOAA weather radio with fresh batteries just in case the power goes out to be able to get emergency warnings. Know what you should do in the event of different scenarios. This information is available on readync.gov and other sources, including the National Weather Service. And while we're at it, this is a good opportunity to consider a standby emergency generator. Why not reach out and power up your life with a Generac generator at John Stars Electric? They can customize an installation to fit your needs and your budget. Financing is available. One call can get a member of the team to help you with your needs. A good thing with John Stars, it's all turnkey, and there's nothing you have to worry about. One call to 910-989-1908 is all it takes to get started. Believe me, just knowing that my generator kicks on when commercial power is interrupted for 15 seconds is a peace of my mind. If you haven't sat around in a totally dark house with maybe perhaps a candle or a flashlight, while the wind is howling outside, the rain is never stopping, you just can't imagine how much comfort it is having a generator providing a sense of relief. John Stars Electric, 910-989-1908, serving Onslow and surrounding counties. Your weather outlook for the week when we come back. Don't go too far from your radio.
97.1 WSME.
Liberty Mutual presents How to Be the Life of the Party.
Okay, first turn the music off, then ask for everyone's attention. Now, tell them that you customized your home insurance with Liberty Mutual and saved hundreds. Boom! Now everyone knows you're not just a pretty face. You have some brains inside that face that know how to save hundreds on home insurance. Woo!
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Based on recent survey of new customers who switched and saved. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Feeling trapped with that old phone? Don't. Getting a new phone is easy. Come into Verizon and get one of our best phones on us with Select Trade-In on Unlimited Ultimate Plan. And get a plan that helps you save by only paying for what you need. Act now and get a brand new phone at your Verizon store today. $999.99. Device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate Plan required. Less up to $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions apply.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under-market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Your marine weather forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services, located right here in Jacksonville. Life is full of stress. Everyone experiences some degree of stress at one time or another, but not everyone handles it the same. What might be gut-wrenching stress for me may be a walk in the park for you. There are some common symptoms in varying degrees that you might be experiencing that you just don't recognize as an issue. And in reality, it may not become an issue. However, Kelly, if it persists over long periods of time, what started out as something minor can manifest itself into something serious, right?
It can snowball, yes.
Yeah, it snowballs. From what I've read, there are a lot of so many things that could be contributing to your stress levels that play a part in your daily life.
Mhm.
If you're feeling under just pressure,
hmm
everybody does. You're trying to get the job done before the 5 o'clock bell rings.
Yep.
And you know you got to get it done or you're going to have to stay late.
hmm
Or you're going to have to come in early the next morning or you're going to have to hear from your boss.
Yep.
That's stressful.
It is very stressful. And then when you have interruptions during the day, which happen at work,
Yeah, like phone calls.
yeah. People, co-workers coming and ask questions, somebody needing help, a crisis emerges, whatever.
Yeah, something happens.
That contributes.
Facing big changes in your life.
Yep.
All sorts of big changes can happen. Domestic changes,
Children going away to college or moving out
Yeah.
causes a lot of stress for
Yes,
parents.
yes.
a lot
End
of
of year
times.
schooling with, oh
Yeah.
my God, my kid was on the border. Is that kid going to actually graduate?
I got a lot of kids stressed out about EOGs this week. A lot of kid
Really?
clients. Yeah, that's
About what?
EOGs. They're this week.
I thought you said
No,
Jesus.
EOGs. Yeah.
They say, oh, geez.
Yeah, and there's
Wow,
quite a
probably.
few last week that were very nervous. They start this week.
If you're worried about something on a daily basis, it's the same
Mhm.
over and over again, that's stress.
It is
You need to resolve it.
because stress can cause a lot of physical symptoms. Can even contribute to heart attacks.
How about if you
stroke.
have responsibilities that you find overwhelming?
That happens a lot too.
All of this stuff can be a problem for you.
Mhm.
If you feel overwhelmed, maybe you don't have anyone that you want to share your issues with for one reason or another. It might be time to try Community Prevention Services. They're not judgmental and they don't run their mouths. Let me tell you about that again. They don't go out and talk to everybody up and down the street. They don't put it on social media. What you say is totally confidential. And it's illegal for them to do otherwise.
Can't do it.
But once. 910-353-0972, the number to call. Counselors will be glad to set up an appointment with you, and they accept most insurance plans. Offshore today, still looking good. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 knots, increasing to 10 to 15 this afternoon. Seas about 2 feet. 2 foot waves from the south every 4 seconds. They're going to meet up with some 1 foot waves from the east every 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers, a light chop increasing to a moderate chop this afternoon. Tomorrow, westerly winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwesterly 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas about 2 feet. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. Southwesterly winds on Wednesday 5 to 10, increasing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 2 to 3 footers. Sounds and rivers, still a light chop. They'll get to be a moderate chop perhaps in the afternoon when the winds kick up just a little bit. Looks like we may have a decent chance of some showers this week as well, right?
It literally looks like it's going to rain out there today. I mean, it's not supposed to, but the forecast for today says partly sunny with a high of 85. But I mean, when I walked out on my way here, it looks like it wants to rain. So who knows? Yeah. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 87. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 69. And then on Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high of 87. Now, Wednesday, there's 16-mile-an-hour wind gusts at times and a 50% chance of rain on Wednesday. Today, it says 30, but I'm telling you, it really looks like rain.
Tuesday afternoon. There's another Osprey game Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go out and water again today, it looks like, huh?
You're going to have to
They
water.
say there's
yeah.
a chance for showers every afternoon.
But
this
it's like
week.
today's 30%, tonight's 30%, tomorrow's 40%, Wednesday is 50, and then it goes down to 30 Wednesday night, 50 Thursday, 30 Friday, nothing Saturday and Sunday.
We need to get some water into the ground because if we were to have a bad storm and the ground being so dry, I don't know.
The ground is dry. Yeah.
We might be looking at some flooding.
Here comes a good old boy. He's probably going to chastise me for referring to poachers as scumbags. What about it, Tim?
He won't.
No, sir, I would not dare do that. I'm in agreement on that. I was actually calling for besides chasing these New Jersey Yankees all over the place, which they were out of the way. There can't be nobody living in New Jersey no more. I swear to God, they got it. But what I was referring to is I was listening to Steve and Doug last week, and I listened to them, and it's great entertainment. I love it.
Yeah, that's what we are, entertainment radio.
Yeah, your entertainment radio. It's great to have people like Steve and Doug on because it makes you think. But I just wanted, they try to make arguments about this and that and the other, about how, the blue wave has not been great, and that they wanted, and they got what they wanted, and it like the old advertisement you say, and it weren't their Toyota either. Every time I talk, and very few will open up and talk about that stuff, but all I can tell them is this. Well, how did you have it in 2020 versus how you got it in 2024? I'm not a Trump fan.
Neither are we.
I was a Ben Carson fan. Yeah, I was a Ben Carson fan. I think he would have been a little bit soft, but I was for Ben Carson. I really was when all that stuff started. And I wound up with Trump, and I wound up with Trump again because, and they talk about Trump being a dictator, but look what Biden did when he went in office. All those executive orders he posted. And they talk about, and your oil went up, and this went up, and it did. All of it went up, and a lot of it had to do with his executive orders. Because people, you don't understand, oil makes this country run.
Uh-huh.
Because what do you make out of oil? You
Everything.
Make a lot of it. Yeah, everything out of oil, especially and I preach on it, your diesel fuel. Because your diesel fuel is based on the price of your groceries, based on the price of your gasoline, and based on the price of your furniture, based on the price of just about everything you do and get. But they still want to harp about, Biden. I remember Steve said one time he thought, well, Biden hadn't done that bad. I hadn't done that good either, and he's not going to do it any better. He's not going to be shot and killed because they're too scared of Kamala Harris taking over. That's what Secret Service ain't worried about him getting shot.
They need to put him in a bubble.
About him getting shot. Yeah.
He needs to be in a bubble so nobody will take him down. He really does.
Yeah. And because they know what the aftermath is going to be if something happened and he were assassinated.
Civil unrest.
I'm telling you, if it comes down to it, I would have to vote for Trump. If it comes down between Biden or Trump, I have to vote for Trump. Mm-hmm. Because what he'll do is open up that pipeline, and y'all don't understand. They don't understand that. I look online and look at the Amtrak ticket from Wilson, North Carolina to Miami, and then look at the Amtrak ticket from Raleigh or Wilmington or Jacksonville to Miami. And the thing about the train trip, you're going to stop at every train station is between here and there. Look at the price. The railroad system makes killer money. The people that work on the railroad, not the contracting, but the people that work on the railroad, they make killer money. They always brag about their pensions, and it's well deserved. But you got to understand, the railroad is not the cheapest way out. That's why you got so many trucks on the road. The railroad can't go everywhere, and they would love to, but they can't. But I'm just telling you, look at yourself, look at your bank account, look at everything you got. How were you in 2020 versus how you are now? And that right there should be your eye opener. And that's what I had to rant and rave about this morning. Steve, I love you. Love Doug too. Tickles me every time they come on the radio. But I just listen to them. And I know people look at me and classify me as a bona fide idiot, but I try to be an entertainer too, because I talk my little junk, stupid mess, and I keep going. But folks, you got to look at what you got now versus what you had. That'll tell you, that's the proof in the pudding right there. And that's what I had to call about this morning.
Well, I appreciate it. I just, had to fill up with gasoline on Saturday, I guess it was. Went by, filled up my tank, and the gas had come down to $3.15. Now, pull that little piece of paper out of my glove box from the day before the election in 2020, and it was at that same gas station, $2.12.
Oh,
That's right.
It's come down to $3.15 now. It is going to continue to come down until the election.
Yep.
303 yesterday.
Until the election.
Where?
But you
Right
got
there.
to understand if
Gum Branch
when
and
the
Western.
when
Sorry,
the
Tim.
pipeline was going to be finished, your fuel prices were going to come down even lower because the railroad system adds the cost to get your oil from where the pipeline ended or where they're pouring oil out of the pipeline all the way down to where they're carrying it to the refinery. That's your cost. Same thing with trucking. It's your freight cost. But when you buy groceries, you're paying for a freight cost.
Yeah.
And you don't understand. People don't understand that. You're paying just like me riding down the road hauling equipment, and they'll go take this piece of equipment to tear down a house. Well, they're not. Well, I'll tear down the house for this. Well, they've added in the freight. Me hauling the equipment to the job site. Me hauling the equipment from the job site, and somebody else hauling the debris from the job site to the dump. And that's the way it works. Everything is money, 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 money. It's rolling over. And a contractor has to account for all that. Plus, he's going to add 20 or 25% to it just in case he has a hidden cost.
What you're saying is, I'm going to give you a very prime example at the grocery store. Same store, okay?
Let's not talk about it.
The same store. One store. Same day. The price of 5 ears of corn that were prepackaged and obviously shipped in here from some other location, right? 5 ears of corn, partially shucked, all right, and wrapped up in plastic, yada, yada, yada. Partially shucked. So there's a little overhead there, a little labor cost there. About 30 cents, I imagine, for 5 ears. I mean, that's about what it would cost me if I decided to charge for me shucking an ear of corn. How long does it take you to shuck an ear of corn? Number one. But it's already half done. You still got to pull some of it back. A little over $5 for 5 ears. I bought 4 ears, fully husked, full of husk, straight from the local farmers in that same store. You holding on to your drawers? 4 for $1.
Yeah, 4 for $1.
More than $1.25 a piece.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
Or 4 for $1.
You got to understand. People couldn't understand why eggs got so high. Well, I can tell you, the feed costs. The feed costs tripled to feed them chickens so they lay them eggs. Everything went up, and what made it go up? Diesel fuel, because everything is running off the diesel fuel. And I've heard even some of these, God help these people. Well, why don't we just go to all electric trucks?
Oh my
God!
God!
We run out of electricity. I said, then we got to stop and charge them all up. Where you gonna get electricity from? You ain't getting it from the air. You're gonna have to burn coal because you're not gonna have enough solar to do it. You're not gonna have enough nuclear to do it. So you got to burn something to create a generator. You don't have enough rivers to dam. The windmills are not taking care of it. You've got to burn fossil fuel. You're going to have to burn fossil fuel. And that costs. And the coal and the oil. And I said, used to, if they ran out of oil, it's just like when I worked down at warehouse, we used to fire the furnace, to heat up the water, to create the steam, and to run stuff, and to dry out wood. Well, if something happened and the conveyor belt shut down, they ran out of wood, they turned the oil on.
Yep.
And that raised and if you had to turn it on for a prolonged time, your plywood's going up.
Yep.
Because they got to offset the cost.
Yeah, and then when hurricane season gets here, it'll go up again. All right.
There you go.
Tim, before you go, I just had somebody text me and said they enjoyed your, what did they say? They said, please tell Tim I am Steve.
But I like Steve. I want.
Yeah,
I do
he's
too.
a good guy.
He's got some good comments.
Yes.
And, you know,
He does. I do because he makes sense. He
Thought-
really makes sense.
Yes.
thought-provoking. Yeah.
And
He is
we all aren't going to agree all the time.
No. I
And there's
love
nothing
Doug,
wrong with
too.
that.
I
Yeah.
mean, I like to be there when Doug talks because I like to offset him. Because
Yeah.
I can offset Doug real quick. And Theo's my brother. He is just like a brother to me.
And you fought
And
with
he's
brothers all the
just-
time,
just
didn't you?
pure entertainment. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I'll
Figured
let
as much.
y'all go. Y'all enjoy it. I gotta
All right,
run
thank
this
you, sir.
later, and,
We do have another caller as well.
behave, y'all.
Yeah, no, not going to happen. We do have another caller. Caller, just need to hold on for a minute. We got to pay a few bills. We're running a little bit late. We'll be right back.
97.1 WSME.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control, with traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service.
This just in, I think there's been a prison break, and reports are saying it's the Scorcher. Yes, the Scorcher has escaped and is running rampant across Comfortville. Apparently, he's targeting innocent air conditioning units. Yes, and wait a second. It seems that reports are flooding in of unfortunate citizens feeling uncomfortable, hot, and in extreme cases, I hesitate to say this on the air, people are even sweating. Wait a minute, we're now getting word there seems to be some sort of disturbance. Oh, Bryant Man is on the scene, and he has apprehended the Scorcher. All right. Tune in again for another tale of Bryant Man, always doing whatever it takes.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this summer. Down East Heating and Air, serving our community for over 25 years. Down East can also help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today, 346-4311.
When it comes to paint supplies, whether a contractor or homeowner, since 1957, people have depended on Jacksonville's premier paint store, CNS Paint, for all their painting supplies, and accessories, as well as providing expert knowledge and helping with a particular paint project. CNS Paint, with locations in Jacksonville at 6 Doris Avenue, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, and 105 Wayne Drive, Morehead City. CNS Paint is close and convenient to cover the Crystal Coast with quality PPG paint for any project, residential or commercial. Color is often the first impression of a home or community. PPG's team of designers, experienced in both new home construction and residential repaint, have compiled over 2,000 color schemes to provide you with a selection that appeals to homeowners. A beautiful and lasting paint job starts with quality PPG paint. For more information, phone 910-455-0210 or visit CNS Paint, 6 Stars Avenue, Jacksonville, 504 Cedar Point Boulevard, Cedar Point, or 105 Wayne Drive in Morehead City, or online, cspaintcenter.com. CNS Paint, Jacksonville's premier paint store since 1957. Chico's Tires, 2320 Wilmington Highway is Jacksonville's oldest tire company, and now Jacksonville's newest tire company is Little Chico's, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard. Little Chico's carries all the major brands and all sizes, such as Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, and many others, and all new tires have warranty. In addition to a great selection of new tires, Little Chico's has used tires starting at only $30. In addition to new and used tires, Little Chico's does brake service, minor auto and truck repair, and towing. So if you need tires, new or used, brake service, minor auto or truck repair, or if you need a tow, visit Jacksonville's newest tire store, Little Chico's, 1675 North Marine Boulevard, by phone 910-333-0473 for Little Chico's Tire Service, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard, right here in Jacksonville.
If you're looking for a home, or perhaps you want to sell your house, why would you not pick a realtor that knows Eastern North Carolina? Candy Brown Thompson has lived her entire life in this area and knows the territory like the back of her hand. She's a realtor with Century 21 Champion in Jacksonville and is known as a professional that will do everything possible to find the right home to meet your needs. It matters not whether you're looking for a small starter home or you're ready for a larger home. Candy will stick her neck out and check out homes throughout the eastern part of the state. She's known to look high and low and show you as many houses as you want until you have found the perfect house you can turn into a home. Throughout the process, she'll treat you with grace, kindness, and integrity, and you'll love her sense of humor. For a realtor dedicated to her clients, give Candy Brown Thompson of Century 21 Champion a call at 910-787-5600. That's 910-787-5600.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back, and we're just going to chop time here for a real quick one. You lived out in the L.A. area one time, didn't you? Nearby?
Yeah, used to live there.
Well, Los Angeles got a little shakeup this weekend. A small 3.5 earthquake rocked the area about 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Their time. Thousands of people in Southern California reported feeling the shaking to the USGS Geological Survey, including those in LA, Long Beach, Glendale, and the San Bernardino area. No immediate reports of any injuries, no significant damage. I think they're getting ready for the big one.
Wouldn't be surprised.
You just shake up some of those people there.
Yeah, oh well. More parts of the West Coast will become ocean when that happens. That happens a lot.
It's nothing like waking up in the middle of the night too. You're hearing the glass breaking all through your house and it's dark. You can't see.
Oh, that's when Pistol comes out and I go looking.
It was.
I'd have night lights on in
the
every
big
room.
earthquake, and I was pregnant at the time. Let me tell you how hard it is to get out of a waterbed pregnant when
it's hard to get out of one not pregnant.
What were you doing in a waterbed?
It was warm. I loved it.
Oh, I used to have one. I loved it.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was 30-something years ago, Rayford.
Did you get seasick?
No, I just couldn't get out of the bed, and
yeah, I will tell you,
the cat got a black eye. It was messy.
The cat got a black eye.
The door swinging and caught the cat right in the eye. Yeah, it was very sad. But I could just hear all the glass breaking, and you just had to stand in the doorway, until it stopped. Yeah.
I wonder if that has ever saved anyone standing in a doorway.
I don't know. I think it's stupid personally. Probably not, but who knows? Yeah.
We'll be right back. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
USME.
Well, hey, y'all. How was everyone's Memorial Day weekend? I'm sure y'all had lots of good food, but we have some more coming your way at a good price at the Richlands Piggly Wiggly. This week, we have a whole fresh pork picnic for $1.29 a pound. You can't beat that. We also have bone-in ribeye steaks for $9.99 a pound. Easy to cook and taste amazing. And if you spend your weekends on the boat island hopping, then you must have refreshing snacks. Stop by on your way out to the water and get some red ripe California cherries for just $3.99 a pound. And a pound of fresh ripe strawberries, or get 2 pounds of strawberries for just $5. The Richlands Piggly Wiggly has your back. You'll have everybody coming to your boat for the good snacks. Have a good week, y'all, and stay piggy.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repairing at Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing. Fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local Carrier indoor weather team. Serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967, now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all locations in Jacksonville and Hampton. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
Vacation season is here. That means fishing and fun. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle it. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Battlefield Automotive are experts in both domestic and foreign car and truck repair and guarantee all their work using only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple hose, tune-up, or just getting your ride ready for a getaway, call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Corliss Road, in the friendly city by the sea in Swansboro. Again, for Battlefield Automotive, call 910-325-0828.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, welcome back here for the next couple of minutes or so. Yeah, sometimes we have to play catch up. Up there in Greenville, Pitt County area, not Greenville itself, in the Stokes area, they've arrested a 43-year-old man, charged him with murdering his 75-year-old mother. Went to the home. They got a call, the home of Olivia Musgrave, Saturday afternoon. Apparently died of unnatural causes, whatever that is. They don't tell us anything. This is a handout from the Pitt County Sheriff's Office, and every station up there is running the exact handout. Nobody has rewritten it. Nobody's done anything. But anyway, that's the way it is. An investigation began, and I guess we'll find out what the cause of death is one day. They were able to identify the woman's son. He's 43, Richard Davis Musgrove. He lived in Stokes. He's listed as a person of interest. They found some evidence there that led them to him, and now he's in the county hotel without benefit of bond. I've been to a case where a man, excuse for a man, killed his mother and his grandmother right here in Onslow County years ago. That, I just cannot imagine. Disgusting. Got a caller. We got just a couple of minutes here. Good morning. Who's this?
I need more time than a couple of minutes.
Well, you'll have to just hold on then for a while. You want to talk first, and then we'll take a 60-second break.
Well, I can ask you a question. You can answer that, and then I have to go to my girl next to you.
Go for it.
So tell me, why haven't you've been an independent, Rayford, you've been independent for a long time. Why haven't you jumped over to the Republican? What do you see that you don't like about the Republican Party?
It's not that I don't like about the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. I do not like being a party person, okay? I'm just not a party goer. And in fact, and during the primaries, the primary election, depending upon who's running on each party, I can pick the ballot that I want, either Republican or Democrat, okay? That's my choice.
Yeah.
I
You're
always,
really honest about that? You're really honest about that?
I'm totally honest about it. I've never been a Republican. I guarantee you that unless, oh my Lord, if somebody came down here and I guess if they could promise me a couple of $1 million tax free, I'd probably switch over long enough to get the money and change. But that's just the way I am. The only party I'm going to be a member of, is going to be my own. And that's going to be the pedestrian party when I form it up.
Did you see Joe Manchin left the Democratic Party and went to the unaffiliate?
Has he done it now?
Yes, he did it. He did it Friday.
Well, he might be the next choice for vice president.
He said it's not about being a Republican. It's not about being a Democrat. He said there was too much division. He was there for the people.
And that's what I'm going to hear about. That's what it's all about. And, I was a member of a party at one time because at one time there was only one party in North Carolina, especially in Eastern North Carolina. That was the Democrat Party. There were no Republicans. We had races here in Onslow County in the 70s. There were no Republicans who filed, or if there was 1 or 2 or 3 tokens for all of the offices that there were. In other words, a Republican ballot was useless. Nothing. Because you could vote during the general election any way you want to. But during the primary, the races were decided during the primary. I mean, come on, give me a break. But then, to be honest with you, let me be perfectly honest with you. And I kept that affiliation for the longest time until there was a guy who was running for public office in Hanover County. He called me one day. I was the news director. I'd never given it too much thought. He called me one day and he says, at least you are a member of the right party. And I said, uh-oh. He went and checked me. I went down and changed it that day. I do not want you to think that you can have control over me as a politician because I belong to the party that you're registered with and that you're running under. I'm not going to do it. I'm stubborn, Theo.
Okay.
How's that for being honest with you?
All right. Very good.
And that guy was running for office was a friend of mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You want to hold for about 60 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
246 CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. The first criminal trial of a first son begins today.
Jury selection begins in Hunter Biden's federal gun trial. The president's son faces 3 charges brought by the special counsel, David Weiss. He's accused of buying and possessing a firearm while addicted to illegal drugs, which is a violation of federal law. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty and claims he is being politically targeted.
That's Fox's John Scott. Firefighters are battling a massive fire about 60 miles east of San Francisco.
Intense flames and powerful winds. Just some of the dangerous threats firefighters battled with the Coral Fire. Fire exploding to over 14,000 acres by Sunday afternoon. The largest blaze in the area so far this year.
Kimberly Cruz of Fox TV affiliate KTXL in Sacramento. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, we're back. And before we get back to it, Theo, I just want to say one thing here. You just heard the story there on Fox News about Hunter Biden's trial and where Hunter is saying he's being persecuted politically or whatever the words were. It is a political trial, okay? And I don't like it. I really don't like it. I've said this last week. And Steve called up and said that he thanked me for seeing that for what he thought it was as well. Well, you know what? I had 2 different people over the weekend say, did you really say that? I said, I did. Why do you think that? I said, because it is. How many other people, how many Joe Blues, John Does, or anybody else have you seen being arrested and charged with that stupid offense? I don't remember any.
I don't think I've ever heard of any.
Don't remember any.
Yeah.
So anyway, that means if it had not had the name Biden on it, when they ran the gun serial number, when they found it, and they said, "Oh my God, Hunter Biden," and that's when it started going downhill. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. They had an opportunity to make a statement. Okay, Theo, you can ask Kelly something. Did you want to Kelly or Lee?
Kelly.
I know it.
Kelly is here.
Kelly,
what's up?
You're next.
Do I have to sign you up for that stress test?
No, why?
At your place?
No, what's up?
you mentioned on Friday you're going to vote for the devil.
I sure would over Joe Biden. Absolutely would, and not ashamed to say it. Yep.
Okay, so your points are the border, the opioids, the cost of groceries, and the mental health money. What does it mean, mental health money?
There is, we need increased funding for mental health services and also for substance abuse services. And sometimes while the substance abuse money has been increased in terms of prevention, I think there needs to be more allocated to treatment. I think there needs to be less restrictions placed on the money when it is given to the states. So that kind of thing. That's what I mean. So we need more facilities. I've tried for 4 months now to get someone into treatment, and I can't do it because there's waiting lists. There's nowhere to put them.
Okay, the border has been a problem for many years.
Correct.
When Trump was in there for 4 years, he didn't do anything about the border. The opioids are coming in. That's been a problem for years. You know, when heroin and cocaine were coming in, United States was consuming 60% of all the drugs in the world. Okay? The other thing, the cost of groceries, so eggs went up a little bit, and the mental health money. So for those 4 reasons, you're going to vote for the devil.
I will say this again so you can understand the words coming out of my mouth, Theo.
Yeah.
I will never, ever vote for Joe Biden, ever, under any circumstances. If it was between Joe Biden, if someone put a gun in my city and you have to vote either Joe Biden or the devil is getting my vote. Bottom line.
Okay, the devil plays with fire, right?
Hey, so will a lot of other people.
And when the devil touches somebody, they die, right?
Okay, well, let me say this. You brought up the border. The problem at the border has significantly increased since Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
Significantly.
So it's okay if 5,000 come in while Trump is in office, but if 10,000 come in while Biden's office, we have a problem.
We have a growing problem is the way I would describe it.
And
it's not that we have a problem now and didn't have a problem before. We had a problem before. And there was an effort and poo-pooed by a whole bunch of people, including you, Theo,
about the
because
wall.
Trump made a stupid statement, said, I'm going to let Mexico pay for that border, for the wall. There's no direct way to make Mexico pay for it. However, I think what he was trying to say is, Mexico, if they don't get off the pot and take care of business, we're going to quit doing business with them. Therefore, they will pay one way or the other. I think that's what he meant.
So Lee, when you hear stuff like that, I will never vote for Biden. I would rather vote for the devil. How do you expect us to live together? And can we live together? You keep saying.
You should be able to, Theo, if you respect everyone's opinion and their right to make their choices. There shouldn't be a problem living together. So?
With comments like that.
But Theo, am I not allowed to vote for who I want to? Do I have to vote for somebody because I need to?
No,
is that what you're saying? Well, I just said I would.
I want you to vote for the devil.
I think what he's trying to say is Trump is the devil.
Hey, go right ahead. That's fine. But I'm flat out telling you, I will not ever vote for Joe Biden.
I'm not stopping you, but when you're comparing Joe Biden, okay, you think that the Republicans are doing the right thing. You didn't have any, talking about money, you had 600,000 people that had no Medicaid here. And Obama got Medicaid, and you got 600,000 people that got medical insurance. Why should they go vote for a Republican when a Democrat gave them that?
And it was our state legislature that was led by the Republicans that expanded Medicaid in the state.
Well, let me say this, though, too, Theo, just to make sure you're very clear on this point. Some people under the Affordable Care, they were given certain types of insurance that would be considered low-income insurance, but they had such high deductibles, $8,000-$9,000, that they still could not afford to go to, let's say, therapy, for example, because until you meet your deductible, the insurance doesn't pay anything. So guess who was getting bills? These people. So that didn't help everybody. So let's be real clear about that.
Kelly, if it only helped one person, it still helps somebody. If there are circumstances couldn't afford it, but had 600,000 people that got that.
But
And
they got
over
it, but
20
they
of
couldn't
them
use
were
it.
Veterans. Over 20,000 were veterans. Okay. Now let me ask you another thing. This is for my buddy Tim. When Barack Obama came into power from a Republican president, there was 800,000 jobs we were losing. The banking industry was down. The auto industry was down, going bankrupt, and there was 3 wars going on. When Obama gave this land to Trump, he didn't have too much trouble ruling. Okay, remember that, Jim. And that's all I have for today.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If Trump becomes president, are you still going to call into the show?
Of course, I'm going to call to the show.
Just want to make sure we don't lose you.
No, you're not going to lose me because I'll have good reasons to call the show. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Theo.
You take care.
Have a good one. Okay, let's go to the next caller here. I think I know who this is. Go ahead. Who's this? Hello? Well, we had another caller.
Okay, something important
Still
that
connected.
we failed to mention early this morning,
And that is?
which we're going to mention now.
What's that?
Congratulations to the Jacksonville High School Cardinals
Oh,
girls soccer
yes.
team who
There
won
you
the
go.
3A
Rock on.
state championship this Saturday. Good job, girls.
Good job,
all
ladies.
you sisters.
That's right.
There you go.
Good job. We're proud of you.
State champions. Love it.
Okay, now we got a caller maybe. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
There you are.
Hey,
Just
good morning,
missing
guys.
Doug. Hey, good morning.
Hey, heard my name 3 times this morning, so I'm like, Peter to pop in.
I did use it one time, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. So Tim.
But in a good way.
But
Yeah,
oh,
we
I know,
said nice
I know.
things.
I appreciate it. I understand. I'm an adversarial opinion a lot of times, so I fully, accept that. I wanted to comment on something that Kelly said on Friday, and I was going to say I was hoping she was kidding, but she done doubled and tripled down on it.
I
So-
was not. I don't understand why y'all are so butthurt about the fact that I said I will not vote for Joe Biden.
That's okay.
I mean, I don't
okay.
understand
Hey,
why
it
who
ain't
I
one
vote
about-
for matters to y'all. It shouldn't.
No, ma'am. I'm not upset about you saying. I'm not even upset. My problem isn't that you weren't going to vote for Joe Biden, and I don't have no problem with what you said. But what I would like to say, and I hope the dear Lord's listening, is that if the election is between Satan and Trump, I will not only vote for Trump, I will campaign for Trump.
Oh, I would vote for
And
Trump in
there-
that election, 100%. And I don't even like Trump.
You're missing the point. But anyway, there are a lot of people in this world that are worse than Trump. But Joe Biden ain't one of them. But I understand that that's your opinion that he is. I believe if we went to the chalkboard and started listing examples of bad character, Trump's list would be a lot longer than Joe Biden's is. But I'm not trying to change your mind on that. But like I say, I want to go on record saying that in no way would I ever support Satan. In no way. I mean, I don't care who the candidate is beside him. To me, that's the worst. But I think you were being hyperbolic, so I'm not holding you to that.
Well, I don't care what y'all. Once again, I'm trying to understand why y'all care who I vote for. That's what I don't get.
We're not.
I mean,
Kelly, it's not who
clearly
you
it's an
vote for,
issue
it's
for
that
you
you're- it's that
because you
you're-
brought it up,
it's
and now
that-
Theo has.
Myself, as a very undeserving Christian, take offense with you saying you would vote for the
Okay,
devil. It has nothing to do with the politics. It's the part where you say you would vote for the devil that bothers me. Not that you wouldn't vote for Biden. I would rather you. I would say I would never vote for the man, period. I would not interject religion into it.
So,
That's not my only thing.
Are you
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't interject religion, and second of all, are you calling me not a Christian now as well? Are we going
No, ma'am,
down
no,
that
ma'am.
road too?
No, ma'am. You're trying to twist my words. I said
I'm not.
I
You
wouldn't
just
have
said
used
it.
that. I said but you missed the part where I said I wouldn't have said it that way. I didn't say that there's any. You can say it any way you want. I just want to go on record saying that I wouldn't make that comment. I wouldn't make that comment. But yeah, I'm not. And I'm trying to explain to you that's what's triggering people in that comment.
It's
not the
triggering
part
two of
saying
you.
that You're saying you wouldn't vote for Joe Biden. It's the part where you're being hyperbolic and saying you would vote for the devil. That's a little overboard. In my opinion,
I didn't know I wasn't allowed to make a statement.
Say why that
I'm
would
glad
trigger
I know
somebody.
that. I'm glad to know I'm not. My opinion matters, enough to trigger y'all, and I can't have the same opinion that you guys have. Good to know. Good to know.
No, ma'am. You're once again, you're being hyperbolic.
I'm
you're
being
reading way
me.
more into it than what. Okay. Well, maybe that is you.
It is
me. But you're reading way more into it than there is. Nobody's saying that having a problem with you saying you wouldn't vote for Biden is when you go overboard saying you would support the devil. I mean, Kelly, do you not think that's a little
Just being facetious.
outside? I mean, that's a little overboard to say something that drastic.
I'm not even going to answer you, Steve. I'm not even going to answer you at all.
Steve,
All
guys,
right, we'll skip that one. We'll skip that one. I get it.
I'm going to bring a little levity into this one, Steve. It was about 6 or 8 years ago down at Tie-Line Marine. The staff there, the husband and wife that owned it, they're state graduates. And, there were any number of state people there, right, who worked at that place. And then there's a young black man. Well, he's not young. He's a middle-aged black guy came in, and he was looking at boats. Well, he was wearing a state jacket, North Carolina State University jacket.
Preferential
And
treatment.
And he was wearing this jacket. And the owner of the place at the time said, "Hey, I like your jacket." I said, "That's pretty cool. I'm a state graduate too." He said, "Well," then he unzips his jacket, and there is a Carolina.
Yay!
There's a Carolina shirt underneath it.
Yes.
And he says, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, I got a son that goes to state and a daughter that goes to Carolina." And he said, "But I'm going to tell you what. If the Duke Blue Devils were playing the KKK, I would put a hood and a robe on and pull for the Klan."
Oh, there you go. Cause more,
That's about what
what
Kelly was saying.
Imagine that.
I agree. And but like I say, I'm not going to go down that. Most people would agree that they would be hyperbolic about that. They wouldn't say they were being literal. But
Got to look up that word.
anyway.
All right. Steve, got another caller here. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Bye. And good morning. Who's this one? Hello?
Somebody
Well-
just text me.
It's that phone.
Somebody just text me to check your BP.
I'm telling you what.
What you
Hello?
watch, Sam?
Anybody there?
I'm not going to look.
Check Kelly's BP.
I don't know. Maybe it's diet or something. Let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll be back on the other side with your marine forecast and more. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.8. 97.8. Where did that come from? There is no such thing in this country as 97.8, by the way. They all end in odd numbers. 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1.
If you are looking to purchase a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV without the high pressure, Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, may be the dealership for you. At Onslow County Motor Company, we want to help you buy a car, truck, or SUV, not just sell you one. Buying a car, truck, or SUV should be enjoyable, and the folks at Onslow County Motor Company will do their best in making your car buying experience fun and relaxed. Check out their inventory online at ocmc.us or visit them at 1639 Lejeune Boulevard. All vehicles are hand-selected, and a standard warranty comes with most vehicles, with extended warranty available, and Carfax is free. Stop by and visit Ben, Brandon, Travis, or Terry. They will gladly answer all questions about a particular model. Financing? Well, Zeke will finance most anybody. Great selection, great people. Onslow County Motor Company, 1639 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, where customers send their friends.
Call today, 910-355-7066.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Chino Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Chino Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Chino Italiano on West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters. And they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 31 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384. For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. Open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Our marine weather forecast brought to you by Community Prevention Services right here in Jacksonville. Life is full of stress. We all know that. There's stress to the left of us, stress to the right of us, and stressors out there. If you don't know what a stressor is, what is it, Ellie?
A stressor?
Stressor.
It can be a whole bunch. A stressor can be something that causes you to have a reaction that usually would be a negative thing, but it can cause lead to problems, physical or other, in your life.
Yeah, and stressors can be anything that puts you under pressure, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or cause you issues.
If you don't have enough work, activities, or change in your life, can that cause, if you're just boring and monotonous and just do the same old crap day after day, you vegetate basically?
Sometimes,
Can
not
that
always,
cause
but it can. Yeah.
Especially if you've been an active individual, but all of a sudden you don't want to do anything.
That's a sign of depression
stress,
and depression. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
If you experience discrimination, I read, hate, or abuse, that can cause stress, lead to stress.
Absolutely. And anxiety.
If you feel overwhelmed, maybe you don't have anyone that you want to share your issues with for one reason or another. Maybe because you don't think they'll keep it quiet. They'll get on Facebook or go talk and whisper to other people in the family or wherever.
Or they think they're going to be judged.
It might be time to try Community Prevention Services. They're not judgmental and they don't run their mouths. It's not going to show up on Facebook, not even in a confidential matter. It won't, even if they use your name, they're not going to put it out there because people who know you, they will recognize you from the description if you're not careful.
Absolutely.
So that's one of the reasons that you really need somebody that is totally, strictly 110% confidential, like the folks there at Community Prevention Services. 910-353-0972. Counselors, be glad to set up an appointment to help you, and they accept most insurance plans. Offshore today, looking nice. Winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10 knots, increasing to 10 to 15 this afternoon. Seas around 2 feet. 2-foot waves from the south every 4 seconds, meeting up with 1-footers from the east every 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers a light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. Tomorrow, westerly winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwesterly 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas around 2 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. A great week this week at the beginning anyway to get out there on the high seas. Southwesterly winds on Wednesday, 5 to 10, increasing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. 2 to 3 footers. Sounds and rivers a light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon on Wednesday. And it's going to get hotter.
It is going to get hotter, more muggier.
Muggier?
Yes.
More muggier.
More muggier.
I got it. That's a double dose.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's still looking like it's going to rain, but I'm telling y'all, it says partly sunny, high of 85 today. I'm not sure what's happening.
We're waiting for the sun.
Yeah. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 67. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 7 with a 40% chance of rain tomorrow. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low of 69. And on Wednesday, mostly sunny, high of 87. The winds are going to pick up Wednesday, and it becomes a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms.
Okay, we've got a caller. Good morning. I think we've got a caller this time. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. It's Mike.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
All right. Third time's the charm, but we'll make it happen.
Good.
First I want to start off giving my condolences to the family that lost their 10-year-old daughter.
Absolutely.
From me at the pool. That's tragic circumstances. Everybody just be careful this time of the year with their children around pools and beaches. We do have sharks on the beaches and stuff like that. So just want to send my condolences on that. And social politics. If I had a choice between the devil and Donald Trump as president of the United States, I'll say for that block of the vote and vote down ballot. All right, get that out of the way. Secondly, your caller Tim earlier was saying about the economy between 2020 and 2024. I found what was lost in the whole conversation was the fact that we were in the middle of a pandemic in 2020, and our economy was at the lowest it's ever been around that time. Today, we're doing significantly better, and the numbers are way higher. As far as our unemployment is the lowest it's been in almost forever, and other metrics of the economy that's doing really good. What is happening, what I'm finding that's happening with these corporations is they got a taste of, the inflated pricing from the COVID era, and they're still trying to exacerbate that and hang on to that as long as possible, going into right now. That's why we feel that, at the gas station, it's $3 gas right now, where it used to be $6. It really should be $2 or $2.30, something like that. And that's basically what's going on right now in our economy.
If they get rid of the subsidies for the ethanol gasoline that they're pumping into our cars and make the people who are actually making money off of that because they're not having to spend money on it, they're getting subsidies to produce ethanol, then the price of gasoline would come down.
Yeah. And then as far as petroleum exports altogether, or all the items that y'all was talking about earlier, not one executive order really is going to do much when it comes to that, no matter what president it is. As far as Biden's executive orders that really geared towards solar energy and cars, but there's not touching the rest of the industry, which is why it's much more proof about, the corporations are being greedy. I mean, you give them a taste, they're just going to keep taking and taking as much as they can. As long as people paying it, they're going to keep it up. They don't have the hearts to be like, all right, we're going to lower it because, we want to be fair to the economy or the American people.
Well,
they're sharks.
One big thing about a lot of the corporations, I'm not talking about the manufacturers or anything else, but the big box stores. Let's just go there. Grocery stores, Walmart, Sam's, other places. They went a bunch of McDonald's. They have these little things called kiosk, or they have pay yourself, pay. Here at this. Register yourself, this computer, you get to pay, you get to scan your own groceries. They got people standing around. And those companies were harping because they could not get enough people to work. And suddenly they started putting in all of these automated pay things, right? Well, guess what the heck happened to that? Target's one of them. They're closing them down. Why? Because there's too much shoplifting going on. Too many people coming in, not scanning every item that they're buying.
And I love them.
And they're getting stuff, and they're not paying for them. So their Target and other companies are now taking all that stuff out. Now they got to look for employees again, try to put employees at every place, enough people to work them. That was one of the problems as a result of that pandemic. People got paid for not working, and they were still facing that kind of a shortage. Restaurants, I still see them with signs up. We need cooks, we need dishwashers, we need servers, we need this, we need that. It's all over the place. Do you not see that?
Yes, I see signs up in certain.
How can we have more people employed when we got so many people looking for people to work?
It's like all the restaurants that used to be open every single day, or the ones that stayed open 24/7. We don't have that anymore.
So what is happening is during the pandemic, other job opportunities popped up. Social media jobs, tech jobs, etc. There's a lot of jobs that popped up, and what happened is when those people got displaced, they found those jobs and they continued on with those jobs. So it leaves a void with the other jobs that they left.
Okay, you know that, or you suppose that? Do you know that for a fact?
Oh yes, because I'm in the industry as well as far as the tech side. We can see the numbers and we can see where they came from. And it's a known fact that people basically just found these newer jobs that are popping up, especially with solar energy, other type of jobs that are popping up from the pandemic era. So basically, you need a void at the old business. And the United States goes through these changes throughout our history of, from the Model A car to the car that we have now, where things are just transitioning and changing in the industry.
Okay. But we
So
still
that's-
need
that's
still
one of
need
the major
servers.
parts.
We're not going to serve ourselves unless you go to a fast food restaurant or a cafeteria, right?
Or a buffet.
Or buffet
Well,
cafeteria.
The way things are going, you might see automated servers.
Oh, great. We'll have to see how
They're
that
already
works out.
doing that in Japan. Yeah, they're already doing that in Japan and some other places where you can sit down, and they actually got some places here in the United States where like the food just rotates to your table.
That's
So,
kind of
I mean,
scary.
That's the type of I know, but that's another thing with the corporations. They feel like, hey, we don't have to pay the person because we got to pay X amount, healthcare, all the other benefits.
That's true.
Where you can get a robot to do it for you. That's cost savings, and that's what it all boils down to. So when they do things like automatic checkout and stuff like that, that's what they're targeting for. Even though they already got loss prevention already built into their budgets, and it's a huge figure, so they had to lose a lot of items even through shoplifting. They're still looking at on top of that. Hey,
And
looking at
first of all, they do not lose money. You're not understanding. From shoplifting,
don't lose money.
from shoplifting to whatever, they do not lose money. They just increase the prices to overcome that loss.
Yeah, I don't understand. They don't lose money.
Yeah.
That's already built into their loss prevention portfolio
Uh-huh.
as far as how much they can lose per day.
Yeah.
They break it down to per day or per week, how much they can build up their losses.
Mhm.
So it's not hurting them any way, shape, or form.
Nope,
What they're
it's
looking
just-
for
it's
is
hurting
how
me.
they can make more money.
It's hurting me.
Yes, it is hurting us, and that's the corporation. It wouldn't have to do nothing with the government.
So, I mean, if the prices keep going up, would that encourage you to steal?
If the prices keep going up, would it encourage me to steal?
Yeah.
I don't
Would you
believe so.
maybe you slip an item or two in at that self checkout?
Nah,
Just
nah,
throw it in the
I'm
bag.
losing.
Act like you did it.
I could never do
See,
that.
here's one of the scams that I have seen, and I thought about it. And that's what I'd be looking for if I was one of those watchers up there, and I'd have a camera up looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
You scan something, and then you scan it again and hit delete. Then you put it in the bag. They don't know whether all they hear is the bell ring.
Oh, wow.
Think about that as a scam.
I know. I just
If you
couldn't
don't
have that on
think
my
bad
conscience.
guys are looking for little easy ways to make money or save money or to steal money, you really got to put yourselves in the shoes of a bad person. That's what cops do.
Yeah.
I just couldn't have that on my conscience. But, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither would I.
They gotta get better interventions, but
Yeah.
they do account for, the losses.
Back in the days when I was drinking soft drinks every day of the week, when they have them on sale, I'd go get the 6 or 8 or 10, whatever you could buy for that things for 99 cents or 89 cents. Remember those days? You could buy a bottle for
I know.
89 cents.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yes.
now you get it for 2 for $5.
Mhm.
But anyway, if you go there, and I got my whatever allocation there was, rang them all up, got out to the car, and I counted I had one more when I put them in the car than I had paid for. By my mistake.
Mhm.
I went back in the store, carried the bottle with me, and said I didn't ring this one up.
That's what I do. Yeah, I would do
I
that.
couldn't bring it home.
Yeah, no, I could. No way could I have that on my conscience. No
So,
way.
I mean, that would bother me.
Yeah, it would bug me.
Next thing you know, if you're on the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my luck.
That's true,
absolutely.
too.
But,
That's so.
that is
And everything.
that
Yeah.
did not cross my mind in the least
Yeah.
at that point in time.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, Mike, gotta run.
Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah, you have a good one. Yeah, if there's a way for somebody to steal, bad guys out there, they will put more effort into figuring out something and some way to steal it than they would if they would go out and work for some money to go buy it. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
How about thieves who go spend for several hours trying to break into a place to open a safe? There used to be safe crackers around here. We had some of
I
them.
bet there still are.
We had a team of them around here, but people don't keep their money in their safes around here.
No.
Come on.
That's the
Give me
first
a
place
break.
somebody's going to look.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they would go in there. There was a sheet metal place, a heating and sheet metal place here on 17. I remember that.
Yeah.
That this team was breaking into places. Well, had to go in the next morning because when the people came in, they opened the door and, oh my Lord, their eyes were watering and everything else. They had bought an old safe. I knew the owners. They bought an old safe, surplus, right? Big one, stand-up safe. There was inside the little safe, the big safe, there was a little safe up there with another combination. Well, they cut the lock. They drilled it out, did whatever, I can't remember. But they managed to get into the outside. There was nothing into this safe except paperwork and yada, yada, yada. But they see this safe within a safe. Oh, the treasures have got to be in this little safe inside. So they did the same thing. They worked and they worked and they worked. Some of those old safes were equipped with tear gas. And when they opened that safe, it triggered the tear gas. Well, they weren't prepared for that. They didn't get any further. And they even left pretty much everything behind, including their burglar tools.
Well, okay, let me ask you then. How would the owner of the safe or whatever not?
They didn't even have the combination.
Okay.
They bought a surplus. They didn't have the combination for it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And they didn't see enough use for getting a safe, a safe guy to come over there to reset it. Good thing.
Because I was going to say, if you booby trapped your safe, how would you not keep from getting gas when you open it?
I just want everyone to know there's no need to break into my house because my safe has no money in it. There's no money in my house.
There are
Maybe a jar of pennies.
A lot of guys around who have gun safes, all right?
Yes.
They have them for fire prevention, just, to save their guns. They got like 30-minute burn times.
Yeah.
Most of the fire department will get in most times. They'll guarantee them for 30 minutes or an hour, protect everything inside. When they go in there with a torch to cut open a safe, rig it with a grenade or an explosive.
Oh, that's a good.
If somebody goes in there and they start setting it off, when the temperature reaches a certain degree, have that thing explode on them. That'll take care of their day, won't it?
What would end their day, I would suspect.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do that, guys. That's booby trapping and that's illegal. I'm just saying. You can't do that. Don't do it.
What, in your own home, you can't do that?
No, that's booby trapping something.
I can't make a booby trap in my house?
Not if it's going to hurt somebody.
Why?
You can hurt somebody yourself because it could be an accident. They made that illegal years ago.
Well, it's in your
That's
own
my
house.
house.
The old farmers of yesteryear, with watermelon patches and stuff like that, stealing watermelons used to be a big thing.
Oh, I'm not talking about that, but I mean.
But they would rig a shotgun on a tripwire. No pellets in the shell. Cock it, and when they hit this little trip going around the field, and it goes boom, all it is powder going boom, and people would run away.
Yeah.
One guy, my grandfather, went out to check his patch the next morning. Somebody stole a shotgun and the watermelons.
Oh, nice.
He was one hot man.
I bet.
He
I'm
knew-
trying to figure out
He knew
why.
who it was, and he went down the street to the infamous family and got a
outside, you're
shotgun back.
open to the public, but inside your own home.
So I can't set a booby trap in my house.
Nope. Not if it's going to hurt somebody.
Well, what's the difference of me unload my gun into them in my house?
That is you doing it. It's not an accidental discharge. It's not
Being
a
defensive.
things can
Yeah.
happen. You first of all, you can't kill somebody for doing property damage when you're not there. You understand?
Oh, I agree with that. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You cannot
okay,
hurt
that
somebody.
makes sense. I got it. I know what you're saying now.
It has to be a one-on-one.
Yeah.
That's one of the arguments I have against red light cameras
Mhm.
for intersections.
Mhm.
They can't even take those to court. Did you know that?
I did not know
It's a
that.
civil penalty. They can't
Mhm.
take them to court as a criminal penalty. They can try to go and sue the guy for those damages. But it's a civil penalty, except in areas where they may have changed it or whatever. A lot of places are taking those cameras down. They're expensive to maintain, and the number of people that get away with it and all yada yada yada. But a police officer has to witness a crime, or he has to have somebody else witness a crime. You can't take the word of a camera that just automatically works. Nothing but a license plate. The only time you can give somebody a citation, and that's a civil citation, for doing something like that is parking and red light cameras. That is not a criminal offense to run a red light and get called by a red light camera. That's
Didn't
the
know
difference.
that.
That's the difference. There's no fine involved. There's a fine involved, but it's a civil fine. It's not a criminal case. It doesn't go to court. There's no cost of court. There's none of that
And
stuff.
what if you
that
don't
happens.
pay it?
Yeah.
then they will sue you.
Over $25.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they'll have it jacked up to way past 25.
Oh, you'll
by
have
the
to
time.
pay the lawyer's fees and everything else.
Yeah. Guarantee you. Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a break. You're live at Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring. And you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Come today and see how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up control with traditional lap to a familiar steering wheel experience. Four-wheel control provides precision, maneuverability, and stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Adjustable automotive-inspired high back seat lets you comfortably cut at your maximum speed, while a heavy-duty mowing deck powers your yard for a premium cut. Combine steering wheel control with premium features of the Cub Cadet Ultima Series, and you get a zero-turn mower ready to unlock the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and a superior service. Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only cover protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, Solitech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home that's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at WatkinsNewFloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2023 in the flooring covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering, they're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering, family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering, you stand on it, we stand behind it. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Chico's Tires, 2320 Wilmington Highway is Jacksonville's oldest tire company, and now Jacksonville's newest tire company is Little Chico's, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard. Little Chico's carries all the major brands and all sizes, such as Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Bridgestone, and many others, and all new tires have warranty. In addition to a great selection of new tires, Little Chico's has used tires starting at only $30. In addition to new and used tires, Little Chico's does brake service, minor auto and truck repair, and towing. So if you need tires, new or used, brake service, minor auto or truck repair, or if you need a tow, visit Jacksonville's newest tire store, Little Chico's, 1675 North Marine Boulevard. By phone, 910-333-0473 for Little Chico's Tire Service, located at 1675 North Marine Boulevard, right here in Jacksonville.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro can save you money on your automobile insurance with new options that are available now. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you are in good hands, like helping you customize your auto, home, and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own Home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Save more money on your automobile insurance today with Tammy Fry Allstate. Phone 910-326-5383 today. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back and on the line right now, Robin Knapp. Hey, Robin, what's up?
How you doing, guys?
Well, we're here.
Just let you know that we're heading. We got a workshop this morning from 9 o'clock until 11, and then we have our regularly scheduled VOC meeting at 11 o'clock. So if anybody's listening out there, tune in on TV or G10 to watch the movie, and I encourage everybody to show up if possible. So it's going to be a busy morning, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, good. I think I'm going to go down and object to everything. What do you think?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm in one of those moods.
You know, what's that?
I'm in one of those moods today. I'm just going to object.
Well, you know, speaking of moods, you know,
Here we go.
I was listening to the conversation earlier, and get over it, man. You know, Kelly made a comment because she was emphasizing her dislike for Joe Biden. Plain and simple. That's what she meant. And, you know, we've said things all the time, you know, that we don't mean it just to show or clarify how we feel about a certain situation. You know, I mean, what if, you know, somebody made a comment about Trump, that they'd rather vote for the devil than they would vote for Trump? That wouldn't bother me. And I certainly wouldn't make an innuendo questioning somebody's religious belief or trying to bring that into the conversation. And that absolutely makes no sense. It was an emphasis of a point that she was trying to make. And I'm offended they went after her because she's my wife. And, you know, she's got a right to her opinion, just like he's got a right to his opinion, because we hear it every day on the radio. So,
There you go. All right. Robin, appreciate it, sir. Have fun at the meeting.
11 o'clock, right?
11 o'clock, and I'm all fired up already.
I was just exactly where I was going to go with that. We got you going now, so you ought to be right by 11.
And you can attend the meeting or you can watch it on G10.
I'd go there in person. It's going to be fun.
I've got so many things going on today.
Robin, go ahead and call
Watch
the
the meeting.
building maintenance guy. Tell him to turn the air conditioner down a little bit because y'all going to need some cold air in there, I'm sure.
Now I'll be good. I just had to vent a little bit because I've listened to the arguments. You know, it's like, goodness sakes, man. You know, the sky's blue. The sky's blue. You don't have to go into a dissertation about, you know, the fragments of the color spectrum or anything like that. That's the feeling I get. You know, I mean, come on. I mean, she was emphasizing a point. That's all she was, to show her disdain. And I feel the same disdain for Joe Biden that she does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't give him he's not even worth the plug nickel.
Yeah, I got you. Understand. Robin, you be good. Be safe up there.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right. Bye. Robin's a hoot.
Yeah, I'm glad he brought up the commissioners meeting. And also, if anyone's interested, we had a sheriff from Jones County call in a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
About his budget. Jones County commissioners are having their meeting tonight at 7 p.m. And they will be discussing the budget and approving it. And I'm interested to see what public comment is going to be like today.
Sheriff, I'm sure he's going to be primed.
I would
and I'm
think
sure
so.
the public's going to be
I
primed.
think they do that live, so I'm going to be looking for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. so
Okay.
I'm going to try to.
Better time. I'd go over there tonight. That would be
I
fun.
thought about it, but by the time I finish the other thing I'm doing today, I might not be able to make it in time. So
I got a doctor's appointment today, and I got to work back on antennas today. I worked yesterday. I'm pulling some stuff up. I did not know. I did not think I should have thought about it. I had three pulleys put up this 35-foot pole, right?
Right.
And I put lines through each one of them. Well, one goes up and it comes down on the same pulley, right? Well, I got them all intertwined.
Oh, that's.
And they're all black. The lines are all black. Looking up there at the top where they were all tangled up and all intertwined, I'm sitting there with a line in one tooth, a line in the other, and I'm pulling it. So which one? You know, I'm like, I spent an hour untangling those 6 lines, 3 up, 3 down.
Nice.
An hour yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and my neck was in a crink looking up. That
Oh,
way.
now you make a minor.
I got to get me a bucket truck and keep it out here. Be easier just to run up the bucket truck.
I need a bucket truck.
I do too. I need a bucket.
Who's calling?
Well, did you see that 2 New York City police officers were shot earlier this morning?
Was that one of them, the rookie?
I don't know, but the suspect is an illegal immigrant from Venezuela, and they shot
There
him
you
back
go.
when he started shooting at them. Happened at 1:45 this morning.
Were the officers killed?
No, they were
There you
injured.
go.
They were both hit. They had the bulletproof vests
Yeah.
on, and the police chief has already held a news conference holding up one of his vests. One of them was shot in the stomach area, and the other one in the leg. They're in stable condition at the hospital. And then they shot back at the guy who was shooting at them, and they got him in the right ankle. The
Just
gun,
the ankle?
yeah, I know. Well, he was on a moped or something.
Oh.
Yeah. But they got him, and he's 19 years old. His name is Bernardo Raul Castro Mata. He's from Venezuela. Who entered the country illegally through Eagle Pass, Texas, because they take their names when they let them in. He's been residing at that former Courtyard Marriott in Queens. That's now a migrant
That we're
shelter.
paying for?
Yep.
Or the citizens of
And
New York are paying for?
turns out Mr. Castro Mata is a suspect in multiple robberies in Queens.
Really?
Big shock there.
I'm surprised, shocked, dismayed.
I know, right?
Oh, golly.
And the gun he had
Stolen.
was illegally obtained.
Of course.
Use that. I'm sorry. They used the words illegally possessed.
Well, it's illegally
Yeah.
possessed because he can't have one.
Right.
And where did
Yeah.
he get it?
My thought would be stolen, or he bought it. I mean,
No, he didn't buy. Well, he bought it.
he
from
could have bought it
somebody
from
else, but
some.
it's still
Yeah.
going to be
Yes.
stolen.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I think he bought it from
And if he
the little gun dealer down the
Yeah,
street. But
he,
yeah,
he needs to be giving up who that gun dealer is so that they can go after him too.
yeah. But this is.
But oh no,
but
I'm
this is-
sorry, it's New York. They won't prosecute that.
But this is why one of my issues with the border right here, Theo. This right here, this one.
Well, Theo will
One
say,
of
well,
many.
look at the millions that have come into this country who have not committed any crimes.
Let's talk about that for a minute, shall we? Let's talk about all the. There was 3,500 Chinese nationals that came across last month. Let's talk about the ones from Jordan. They've had an influx of ones from Jordan and the Middle East that have came in, to include the two that were caught trying to get onto Quantico. And they're starting to raise terror alerts because this is what they're coming in for. Let's talk about those.
And I woo the day that we're going to have that same problem here at Camp Lejeune because it's easy access there.
Very easy. You can get into the water.
Rent
Yeah.
a kayak and you're good
Yeah,
to go. Let's
yeah.
take a break. We have a caller. Hang in there. We got to get this break out of the way first. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods is now open. 140 Willis Parkway, just off Highway 17 North, right here in Jacksonville. Restaurants, food trucks, festival workers, party suppliers, vendors, government, schools, and families of all sizes stroll on down to Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods and save. They have a huge selection of large pots and pans, plasticware in many shapes and sizes, trays, including takeout trays. In addition, Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods has everyday grocery items, such as Atkinson breaders and mixers, peppers, veggies, sauces, puddings, and beans. So if you need to buy in bulk for the long haul or everyday grocery items, Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods will save you money. Piggly Wiggly Bulk Foods, brand new, 149 Willis Parkway, just off Highway 17 North. Jacksonville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturdays. Phone 910-455-7800.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843. If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on 7.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back and still have a caller holding. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Mike again.
Hey, Mike again.
Hey, just basic comments about the border. I think that the border governors should stop busing people to these major cities and exacerbating the resources of these major cities, creating problems towards you just talking about.
I agree.
Well, hold on. Do you think the mayors and the governors of those border states should just keep those people in their states and just they would be overwhelmed?
What I think they should do is get behind the border bill that will actually slow up a lot of this stuff.
Well, that's an argument that we can have again and again and again. You and I will agree to disagree.
You know, I mean, you're talking about fentanyl, but they're offering tons of machines that's going to rapidly slow that rate down. The Border Patrol itself has approved the bill, and they want the funding to fight back against this stuff. They have to do their job more effectively.
Border Patrol approved the part of the bill that impacts the border. They did not approve. They did not sign on. They never mentioned anything about signing on to the other items that were in that border bill. That's the problem. If they would give nothing, if they take out everything that's in that so-called border bill and leave it as a border bill, I would be behind it and I would jump up and down and scream and holler, "Go Joe."
So what's part of the border bill that you don't like?
Providing aid to everybody else, and whether they need the aid or want the aid or whatever, let it be put forth as a standalone bill, and then that can be discussed. Do not put crap on a bill that you know you really want this border bill passed. Do not add on all this other junk because it's going to get that border bill killed, and it did.
They just need to make a border bill. That's it. Nothing else in it.
If it's going to be called a border bill, there should be nothing in there about somebody's great aunt's bloomers, okay, going on sale. We don't care about that. We're not part of the bill. You're disguising crap that you want by coming out with something that the majority of the people want, and that is a border bill.
And who are the people that's adding that crap to the bill?
I don't know who it is. It's not the Republicans.
Then you don't think it's Republicans?
No, do not.
I can show you that it is.
You show me.
Well, then they're dumb for doing it. I'll say that. We just want a straight border bill.
If they did it, then they did it because they don't want it passed.
They did it because they saw that it was a political pivot to where they can keep it out the issue. Originally, they wanted to support the bill, which we all been through this. We all know. Even the creator, one of the co-creators of the bill, he's a Republican down there. He's the one that supported the bill and had everybody on board. Everybody was good until they're like, well, are we going to give Biden a win on this? I mean, maybe they
that's what we've heard. We've heard that Trump has got so much power he was able to kill the bull.
He does. He does.
Well, good. If he's got that much power,
he don't have power, but he does.
Son, if he's got that much power, I would like him to be president. Maybe we can stop all this crap. What do you think? If he's so all powerful, please come on board.
Because when he was president, he couldn't do it.
That's right. He tried then too, and he couldn't get it done. So y'all giving him so much y'all are giving him so much credit as an ex-president, as a former president, that he's able to do this when he couldn't get it done when he was president.
He does have power, Rayford. I mean, you can't say that he doesn't.
He has a following, and that following is basically brought on by the Biden administration. They're the cause of it.
He's been getting people primary since he's been out of office and supporting candidates to overtake people that don't go his way. I mean, that's power. And he controls the party.
That's politics.
That's called politics.
That's how it works.
We have people at all levels. Mike. Get on board the local political scene. We got people at all levels who put forth information, money, support, whatever, to support people that they would like to have in office. That's politics. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
They all
seen it, been there, done it.
But should you not allow that? Should we just refuse to allow these people to put forth money to contribute to the person that they would like to have elected?
They still toe the party line, and the party line is Trump.
I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about any political party or any politician.
Political party. That's on both sides. The head of your party.
Again, the question is simple: yes or no? Should we just disallow any political contributions to candidates of our choice?
No.
Oh, okay.
No one's saying that you got to disallow political contributions. That's aside from the fact that the candidate at the top is one that runs the narrative, runs what's going on, and has the power to do what they please.
He does not have to do. He does not have the power to do as he says.
He got rid of it.
Hold on. He does not have the power to do what he wants done in this house today. He can come through here and tell me I gotta do this or do that or buy an EV or do that or what. He nor Biden had that kind of power.
How many times the Speaker of the House went down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring and come back?
I have no idea. I don't count it. Don't care.
It just happened recently a couple of times.
I don't care.
Don't care.
No, I don't.
That is power.
So glad Monday's over.
I don't know how you can't say it's not.
I really don't care how many times. There's still two individuals. That's it.
Two individuals. He's the Speaker of the House. He runs the House. You're talking about you don't have power in the House.
The last two speakers didn't have power very long, did they?
No, they didn't.
They didn't.
Okay.
And why is that? Because they butt against what the MAGA right wanted.
Okay, whatever. All right, gotta go. Time's up.
Yeah, we're past time.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we've got
Kara Harris. She
Harris
is with Hope is Alive,
good.
which is a nonprofit organization that helps.
Is it a political party?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's an organization that helps addicts and prisoners, overcome their past, helps make them better, helps them with like when they get out of prison to start off to become.
Yeah, that's extremely important. We'll talk about that tomorrow because the number of the people in prison today, the vast majority of them have been there before.
Well, you have addicts, and like Kelly can tell you too, you have addicts, you have alcoholics that are trying to live a clean life. They're trying to start all over again, but they need help. They need help. So this is what this organization does. Hope is Alive.
All right, that tomorrow morning. That's at 7:30. We'll be back in here in about 22 hours with a whole lot more of this stuff.
Do we have to?
No, you don't have to. I can keep your mic off tomorrow. You can just sit there and look cute. What do you think?
Take a nap. Well, that's not going to work.
Have a great rest of your day. It's going to be hot out there. Lubricate accordingly. You're live in local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. See you in the morning.
WSME, Temple Joe,
246CJ, Jacksonville.